Hello and welcome back to Radiant Dawn Lunatic Reverse Iron Man. We are doing Chapter 3. And I'm not actually sure how I want to approach this one. I've been kind of greeting it up rather than playing, the sort of efficient routes that I have done in one other playthrough, I guess, in particular. I think the sort of LTC approach to this chapter is to just sort of shove everybody to the right side, except, just leaving enough behind to be able to recruit Aaron, but Iran, whatever. But, if we're greeting it up, then we probably do want to kill these enemies. But at the same time, it might still be easier to go to the right side anyway. Um... 26... Door key, that's right. Oh, whoa! Whoa! Edward! What's happening? You're doubling and dealing significant damage? What the hell? That's crazy. Man, I said I didn't believe, but that's... Is this because of the map affinity thing? I don't know how to see what that does, but I did see that it was flashing. I don't think it is. I still don't know what that does. Maybe it's just boosting. I think this is... Oh, wait, this is light affinity? Did I say heaven? Maybe I didn't say anything. I don't know what light affinity does. I only know a couple of them that have been relevant. Well, oh, Ileana's got it too. Okay, I mean, I was thinking, like, I'll probably have to shove him over for him to do enough damage or something, but that is definitely not the case. Alright, if we do that... Do we still want to engage these enemies at all? Like, this forest right here only gets attacked by one enemy, though we don't get to choose which one it is. I'm guessing Nolan is getting doubled by this guy. No? Not actually. So, like, we could stick Nolan in this forest. Just leave this one empty. This guy might still swing around. But... I guess the alternative... Well, yeah, there's just nobody else who's really in a position to go get this guy. And I guess we could get him, like, Edward, that is, could get him from here. And then he's in a position to come back this way if he really needs to. Not very far, but far enough, right? He can get to here, which would be all we'd really need of him anyway. Yeah, it's looking pretty reasonable to me. Ow. And we'll be set up to be able to blast the Armor Knight with Micaiah. We do need to back you all off. What? You guys are on Rome? Alright, Yeah, let's put you on halt for the moment. We definitely want Micaiah in range. Laura, you need to get back. We might need Leonardo to come like all the way around here or something. We need to get out of these two squares and this square. So we need to occupy like do. And I don't want Micaiah in a position where she potentially can't get to the Armor Knight. Oh, but you know what we could do potentially? Yeah, okay. We can put Leonardo here. And we can shove him upwards. And then, yeah, we drop Micaiah back to here. And Ileana, I think we can just leave where she is for the moment. Eh. This may not be ideal positioning. This guy will not move. This guy can flank. If we move Nolan out to here, he can flank Nolan. Because I'm thinking about like if Micaiah comes over here. Oh, I guess we really haven't been giving Micaiah enough XP, huh? Well, the other thing we could do is we can bring Soth back this way. Help deal with that guy. And then Micaiah can attack from here. And also she'll have the Soth support, though she still won't kill off of that, which is annoying. Edward is gonna double this guy too. Dang. It's crazy. Or not. Oh, wait. Never mind, I was looking at the wrong number. He has 14 AS, not 16. Yeah, never mind. I don't know why he was doubling the other guy then. I guess this guy's just stronger. Well... yeah, I mean, Soth can obviously kill that guy. Not in a position to heal him anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I don't think it makes sense to try to kill him some other way. Another question is, do we want to bait this guy into attacking? Or this guy, for that matter. That's 23, 24, that's... Leonardo barely survives that, so probably not. It'd be better to leave them alone for the time being. Alright, now... I mean, okay, so on the one hand, Edward takes a ton of damage, but on the other hand, he activates Wrath and kills this guy, probably. So, we could even just attack. Laura would need a shove to heal him, but... it does not seem outrageous to me. Oh, we need to make sure that we land the kill on this guy, I guess, is the issue. How are we gonna do that? Obviously, we're going to do most of the damage with this. So if we bring Nolan up to here, that's still fine. Aaron would potentially throw a javelin at him. I don't think that's a huge problem. It's not like Nolan is getting doubled by anything. The reason I want to do this is mostly because of the increased hit rate, but we could also have him throw the hand axe. And then we've also got Ileana here as insurance. And she can get to there, need be. Alright, let's do... I guess the question is, what happens if Edward doesn't crit, though? That could be an issue. And maybe that's not... Maybe let's not do that. Because, like, he could certainly fail to crit. Yeah, let's just... Well, We do use the hand axe. Yeah. I guess we might as well chip this guy. Oh, and we level up. Didn't even realize that was going to happen. Okay, whatever. And do we want to move you two at all? Probably not. Let's just trade. So, oh, we should probably trade Ileana a healing item too. Well, you have to get hit to activate Wrath, Edward. That's important. Okay, we can recruit Aaron this turn, if we can get to him. Really not doing a very good job of sending South over to the right, are we? Need 12 damage on that guy. I doubt... Oh, Micaiah can do that much. Okay, okay. What about Ileana? Yeah, she can do it, but her hit rate's worse. So we should use her against one of the guys with worse biorhythm, ideally. Well, potentially we don't actually need South over here. Ileana could get this kill. And then we have Micaiah, Nolan here, and Edward, Leo here. Yeah. That all seems fine enough, I suppose. Assuming Ileana can hit. She can. do we actually want to advance this direction or not? The one thing about going to the left that is nice is that it does dramatically reduce the boss's mobility. The reason I'm contemplating this now is just sort of the positioning of my units, but... I'll just attack from here. I don't think it's really going to matter too much anyway. Guess I could use the wind edge to reduce my... or to, you know, not take damage. Oh. Pfft, that hit rate, though. Alright. Unfortunately, this means we can't actually heal, but... Well, if this guy can actually get out here... Not sure if he actually will. 13 AS. So you don't get doubled if you've got the Iron Lance equipped, but it's still pretty rough. Maybe not worth bothering with that just yet. I guess another question I should have looked at. I don't think there's much to be... Oh, this guy's got an herb. The discipline, of course. I guess maybe we can steal this javelin. No, you can't steal it. I'm realizing I don't exactly remember how stealing works in this game, but I feel like there's some limitation on stealing weapons. Maybe it's just that, like, certain enemies have the lock icon, so I guess we probably can steal the javelin. Anyway, just on the off chance this guy decides to move, I'm gonna have Soth come over here and shove Edward back. I don't think there's any actual chance of that happening. Yeah. Alright, so now if we are just going to proceed down the left side, and that's kind of feeling easier at this point. Probably what we do is risk baiting this guy out with Soth. So let's heal him with Laura. I think we can bring, like, Nolan down here. And run, just in case we need to wall this guy off, which we probably don't, but, you know. kind of failed at that, didn't I? Well... do it like this. I guess we can get these two moving a bit. Oh, interesting. He could have attacked Soth and he just chose not to? That's weird. It's probably... yeah, doing this. And then... Edward would like a kill. His... oh. You're doing so well earlier, Edward. What do you do against this guy? Not great. Not great. Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess they can combine for the kill. That's a lot of damage, but... how bad was this again? It's quite bad. It's quite bad. It's bad too, but at least it's guaranteed. We had that steel sword. That would help. Well, I think we're just gonna take this one with Nolan. Sorry, Edward. Alright, next turn we start taking out the Armor Knights. Just in case I'm gonna shove Micaiah back. Didn't think it would matter, but you know, just in case. Oh, I hadn't thought about how this is going to affect Micaiah's ability to kill these things. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that is brutal. Oh gosh. Yeah, she does not survive a hit against either of them. Oh, boy. Okay. Well... we are stepping into the boss's range as well, it should be noted. Boss has 15 AS. You are not getting doubled. 21 attack. It's kind of a lot. Oof, yeah. You aren't immediately dying, at least. So is not really doing too much damage. Could be doing more, obviously, with Micaiah in range. Nolan is not getting doubled anymore. I've been getting enough strength and speed. That's not too bad. Yeah, it's really sad that I just, like, have no way to use Micaiah against these things. I suppose, yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe I should have leveled her more. I was, like, it hadn't even crossed my mind, but... Maybe we're just meant to, like, put Soth here, put Nolan here, and kind of chip away at it. And the boss is going to start poking, but he's only going to be able to reach Soth initially, which isn't too big of a deal. And he'll probably Canto as far away as he can, which will actually make him less of a threat. And we can potentially do some damage with Ileana and then shove her back as well. Yeah, why not? I guess I'm gonna heal Micaiah and sacrifice, since she obviously needs the XP. And then I can't imagine that that's a good idea. No. So, yeah. We might want Edward, like, over here so that we can bring him up if we need him to help out against, like, that guy. Problem is, the one guy is going to be able to attack Soth without getting retaliated against. Oh, he only went back one space. Never mind. Oh, look at all that Soth XP. Oh, the boss gets kind of blocked out. Oh, hello, reinforcements. Okay, okay. Well, I think we'll be able to deal with that. I wonder if we should direct the yellow units over here. So Soth could definitely just take this guy out. It's not entirely clear to me that he should right now. Like, ideally, we would have Soth move up to be the one occupying this spot. What would that entail? Nolan can certainly do some damage, but where are we getting the rest of the damage from? Like Leonardo? With the steel bow? That would work, I guess. And then Nolan wouldn't get retaliated against because of Nihil. So he wouldn't necessarily need to be healed, which would be helpful. Yeah, alright. It would be good. We could steal this guy's steel lance. That's nice. It would be good to have Micaiah in range. Which I guess could just mean move Ileana one square over and have her sacrifice. Sure. Alright, and then... Okay, I'm gonna do this. Let's get them out of the way. And then we should set up what remains of our forces. Unfortunately, what I would ideally like to do is engage this guy on enemy phase with Edward without engaging this guy, but there's no way to do that. I could engage the other guy with Iran. I suspect that that's not going to be worth it, though. So I think we just drop Edward back to here. Stick her on here. Oh, hello. That's actually very helpful. And unexpected. Now we can have Nolan drop back here if we want. Let's see. We could also... If we want to continue to be greedy down here, we snipe this guy. Oh. And then shove Leonardo back was what I was gonna say. How bad is this? My crit rate. You're facing it too. Well... Could also just try to kill him with ranged attacks. Oh, okay, that seems like the play. Micaiah probably needs the XP anyway. Eight. $17, that is a kill. I'm a little worried about what happens if no one misses. Micaiah is just a sitting duck for this archer. Probably should have thought about that sooner. Maybe we need to attack with Nolan first. Find out where we stand. It's all good. Ah, see... You just can't believe in Edward in the end. He tried so hard and he got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Alright. Guess we'll put you in the bushes here. I think there might be more reinforcements that come from the left where the yellow units are right now. So that'll be exciting. Yup! Okay. This guy's got an herb. Is also gonna die if he attacks south, so we're probably not gonna get to steal that. Although... I guess we could move up and steal it. But first we gotta deal with this business. And unfortunately this guy is next to Amy. I guess he doesn't kill her. Alright. I think we would like Ileana to be targeting that guy, and then that's probably a Nolan kill. Oh, no. Unfortunate. Well, what if we use El Thunder? That's still pretty accurate. Take it. Wait, do the reinforcements not have Vantage? I didn't see the Nihil go off. No speed, but we got strength and defense. They don't! Oh! Okay. Well, that's notable. Try to report that after this. $12... 5. These are the same attack. 7. Not impressive damage values there, I must say. The whole give this kill to Leonardo thing is looking a little less reasonable. We'll have to having him do that, but... Did I test this with Bonnie? Yeah. Damn. Well, I mean... Is it enough? 12... 7 is 19... No. I mean, it doesn't necessarily matter. He's walled in. He's not killing Ileana, barely, but still. Same hit rate, I guess. Whoa! He's totally just gonna attack Amy anyway, isn't he? Give me that herb. I need it. Ow. Oh, he didn't kill. Incredible. Alright, this guy's doing, what, 7 damage? Alright, so if we want to be greedy again, we can. Who are we giving this kill to? This one. Do this. Leonardo will promote, damn it. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, that's Leonardo, alright. You have 21 attacks, so Micaiah is still definitely not surviving, so we're still not going to be able to use her against that guy either. Unfortunate. I think we just give this to Nolan. I think he's still the person we most want. Wait, that guy did have? Okay. I'm a bit confused, but that's okay, I guess. Let's go ahead and heal Amy. And... we do need to at least consider how we want to tackle the boss. I mean, we do want to steal the discipline. Although, admittedly, I mean, it's definitely not a very relevant skill. it's mostly we could sell it, but we probably should shove Leonardo out of the way so that we can heal Soth and then rescue the healer. I guess would be Micaiah. And to that end, we probably want to leave both of these tiles open. Oh, I guess not necessarily. Well, we're going to be able to rescue drop. So I guess just do this. He cornered himself. That, oh, never mind. Oh, hello. Yeah, shoving Laura, unfortunately, not an option. I should have directed these guys out here so that I could have, but I didn't think of it. Okay, so do these guys have the Vantage? That guy doesn't. And that guy doesn't. Mm-hmm. This is a little much for Soth to deal with right now while trying to steal discipline at the same time. We could have him just use a vulnerary, I guess. We should also get Nolan up here. I guess what we could do is we could heal Soth. He only goes up to 18 HP, which is not great. I was gonna say, we heal Soth, we put Nolan here, we shove him back. Oh wait, no, we can heal Micaiah first. That's what we should do. And then, I guess, actually before I commit to this, can Nolan actually take all the hits he's potentially facing? So these guys do effectively 22 against 12 is 10 each, and then he effectively does 22, so no. Dang. So if we were to instead do the sacrifice, let me just see, it says then he's at 24 HP. That's 18, and that's 6, but if he's in the thicket, then it's actually 16 and 6. So he would survive regardless. So what if Nolan was instead here, where he'd be in the thicket? And then he rescued Micaiah. We'd have to drop her off, which means we'd have to put somebody in range of the boss. 21 into 11 is 10 times 2, actually 9 times 2. Does he have like any kind of crit rate with this? 7? It's just like a very slight chance Like he gets crit. But he would be in the thicket. I think I'm gonna go with that. And then, do we want Nolan to have the ranged weapon equipped? I think not. And... One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, he's not gonna be able to get past here. So we drop Micaiah there. These two need to fall back or into the bush here. Can't attack across the wall, so that's fine. Oh, alternatively, well, no, that doesn't. I guess I don't know. How does he do against the boss? Not good. He gets doubled. Okay. Yeah. Ileana can't take. So yeah, I think. We got. It's okay. The boss wants to park here and attack Edward. How do I feel about that? Not great. I don't feel great about Edward getting attacked in general, so I think just to back off to here. Okay, it's admittedly maybe not ideal, but the boss cut South off. That might not be ideal. Let's see. That's a pretty bad hit rate, but it would be a kill, so it's probably worth at least trying. Micaiah can do some work there. Edward probably can't really. Nope. I guess I wouldn't mind Soth getting the boss kill, so it might be worth just going for this. I also wouldn't mind if Nolan got it, but that's probably going to be hard to arrange anyway. Knife level? Okay, sure. I wonder if he'll take off with a heal hedge. So yeah, the idea is I wanna heal Nolan, I wanna kill this guy, and then I'll move Nolan to here. And then the boss can't, like, come up. And I think it would be nice to give Nolan at least the shot to attack this guy, although I could also just have him try to kill the boss. But that's... his odds to do that are not going to be great, admittedly. The thing is, like, Micaiah is going to have one of the best hit rates against either of these guys. This guy is hard to hit because he's in the harder to hit because he's in the thicket. I want her in range of Soth. Well, maybe that doesn't matter. Yeah, no, it does affect her hit rate. It does. I think I just have her hit this guy. It's very important that we hit that guy. And we can just do some chip on this guy. Well, Oh, okay. Fine. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I guess we'll just equip the hand axe, and he probably attacks. Bring you back over here to help with these guys. He'll probably attack. He might attack Soph. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe we'll get an enemy phase kill. It's unlikely, but maybe. Should I even move them? Nah. Nope, he's taken off for the healing. That hit rate. If it was a better hit rate, I would definitely just be like, Nolan, go chase him down, go get him. As it is, I could still send Soth in there. He has to get one square closer, which is not ideal. Could also just let him go. Well... Well, this guy does not have a ranged weapon. We could actually have Micaiah up with him. That's something to note. Alright, so... yeah, you're not going to be doing so hot here. I'd really just like this to be mostly the Nolan show, I suppose, which is another reason for him to not go that direction. Okay. I probably should have moved the yellow units, as it turns out. Let's heal Micaiah. We go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. Did not realize. Well, Nolan probably doesn't need the healing anyway. Or he can heal himself as well. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just go ahead and... I guess there's no reason to use the card because he's going to get counterattacked anyway. I don't think the Armor Knight moves, so I don't think so it's actually going to face that many attacks. Like, the Longbow guy will attack him, but... Oh, I should have traded one of the items off of him with Micaiah so that he could steal the Vulnerary. Are there any other Vulneraries over here? Oh, there's a Hand Axe and a Vulnerary. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. Alright. Nolan... Or let's do this. You all come down that way. One, two, three, four, five, six. So you... Maybe it's okay if Edward gets attacked by, like, this guy from the bushes, although it's really not ideal, but... And what about you? Not the worst. Actually want to shove Laura there. And what about you? It's probably better than Edward anyway. And the one thing Edward has going for him is that he would activate Wrath, but his hit rate is still really garbage. Maybe it's better if I leave these guys here, because right now they can't get to them. Alright, yeah, let's put Edward here. Ileana here. We could shove Laura this way. Yeah, sure. That might be helpful for opening up a slot to attack. Ow. Alright, yeah, we can't steal that hcihw because it's full of items. I'd very much like to... I guess it's actually safe? This guy can't reach. Yeah, like, we can trade with Micaiah. Okay. Oh. Okay. We can do that. Sure. It's simple. Alright, if I'm wrong, I can just shove her backwards. Give me that. Okay, as it is, I think it might still make sense, like, to rescue drop her just slightly back. Or... Unfortunately, I'm not in a position where even if I rescue her, I could, like, get in here and then hit this guy with the wind edge. That would be... ideal. Alas. It is not to be. That guy does pitiful damage. This guy does 9 damage. This guy does 8 damage. I don't think we actually have anything to worry about here, so I'd rather see if we can keep Soth from getting all the kills. Oh, I forgot to direct the yellow units, didn't I? Just as it turns out, it wouldn't have had any negative effect. Alright, for now, you can go over there. Alright, I know, yeah, you've got a vulnerary, you've got a vulnerary, and that's it. So 2 vulneraries, 2 slots. We don't have to worry about trading again. That's nice. I think I would like Micaiah to get this kill, just because it would be convenient. Be pretty surprised. Yeah. Oh. Alright, I guess I shouldn't put you there because, like, this guy... No, you can't, but... Actually, maybe I should, as such, put you there because... I'm gonna need to shove Micaiah back. Or maybe I just have to rescue her. Yeah, I think that's the case. I'm gonna feel silly. She doesn't actually kill. Okay. No! No! Damn it! Guy is remarkably inaccurate. Oh no! No, it's my vulnerary! What are you doing? Well, I'm gonna steal it. 12 AS, 22 attack. Is this one of these enemies that... No. What is the best thing to do here? How much damage do you do? 16. We do have a couple of archers up here. We can heal. $16 and 9 is not 27, however. What about that? That looks better. Oh, let's not be in range of the archer. I should trade it for that hand axe. Not that it matters, we get battle preps after this chapter anyway. Wait, is this guy? This guy's not gonna move. No, he's not gonna move. Hey! Wah! Okay. Well... we might want to heal Soth. Probably would be a good idea. We should just take that guy out. It's gonna get the actual kill, though. We could give it to Leonardo. I'm guessing we cannot give it to Edward. Oh, we could, actually. Well... and then... whoever takes that potentially gets attacked by this guy. because we box him in, but the alternative is that we try to kill this guy and we don't bother to kill this guy yet. He's not doing that much damage, it just gets more annoying because if we're, like, when I heal Soth, then the healer is going to be in range of this guy. I think I would prefer for him to just die. Four, 23. Oh my god, he survives by 1 HP if he gets attacked by both of them. I mean, I guess he can't because the one guy will be trapped. Probably, well, I mean, we could do that. Oh wait, we need to trap the guy. You're not, like, getting doubled or some crap, right? No. We can still put you here. You're not gonna attack, but you can enemy phase. And we might as well direct the yellow units out here. They're not gonna be able to get there, but they can do their best. Oh, man. That's better. Set this kill up for somebody, too. Which I guess is going to be Edward, because I guess we could heal Leonardo. Wait. Well, this guy was easier to hit? No. I must have hallucinated that Nolan had a decent hit rate. Alright, well, give it your best shot. Alright, there we go. Okay. So... Good job. We of course have to get all the bonus XP from escaping, considering we're definitely not getting turn bonuses anyway. We have run through most of this heal staff, but I don't think that's a problem. Be able to replace that easily enough. So we might as well get a bit more XP here. I'm actually pretty surprised that I haven't managed to... Oh man, I guess technically this is optimal. I guess I'm surprised that I haven't managed to screw up worse thus far. I feel like I've been taking more risks than I probably should in the context of an Iron Man. I kind of forget. I kind of forget that that's what I'm doing sometimes. Huzzah. You're still only level 4 though. It would be nice to get her to promotion as well, but... Oh, okay. These chapters sure do take longer when you like stick around and kill all the enemies and stuff. Yeah, look at all that bonus XP. It's like absolutely nothing, but we even got 1 XP for Amy getting stabbed with a lance. Alright, and now we finally get to the base. Oh, we can look at the MVPs. It's Nolan. Interesting, actually. I mean, I'm not surprised that it's not Soth because I've been going out of my way to not give him kills. I don't know that I would have necessarily specifically expected Nolan in each case, but... Alright. I'm definitely not going to play another chapter right now, but I will just check out what's going on in the base. Nolan... I think Nolan Edward for me is like kind of a default in a normal playthrough, and I think in this one that works out pretty nicely. At least as a starting point. Like we might break it later, but Edward is well. It seemed like he was getting good levels, and then he got 1 bad level, and then before that bad level, it seemed like, oh man, he's really doing well against this fighter over here, and then against the rest of the enemies, not so much. So I don't really know what to think about all of that. I mean, at the end of the day, I still don't really believe. Well, this is called Market apparently, rather than Shop. It's just because it. Wait, no, but it. Maybe it's not normally Shop. I don't think it's normally called Market in the North American version though. Anyway, Leonardo doesn't have any other stuff. Leona just with Micaiah, Laura with Yeah, none of that's useful, but I think this is worth doing. I mean, Leonardo does have the more useful affinity. I believe this is like water and it gives at least a little bit of attack. So that is a thing. Edward's light affinity, I think, doesn't do that, but I wish they would tell you before you select it, like what it's gonna do. But maybe I'll come back to that later. Skills stuff. We do have the discipline now. I don't know who would particularly care about that. Sometimes I put that on Leonardo just because, like, his bow rank does start out pretty crap. One's already capped out. Oh, wow. Huh. Well, I guess if we wanted to do anything with him, that would be an option, but mostly I don't really care about Iran. Samus. Oh, there's also removing cancel from Leonardo and putting that on somebody. Cancel doesn't do very much in this context, though. I guess it's fine on Nolan because he's got Nihil. Sometimes you put it on Nolan anyway, but what's the triggering condition for this? It's like skill percent or something. So that's... Well, putting it on Soth is another option. Although, again, it doesn't necessarily do too much. Yeah, I feel like it should go on Nolan just because on anybody else, like, what's it even doing? Don't worry about discipline in a bit. Special shop has the Beast Killer. We definitely want that. We might want some of these things. Not the L-Light. Definitely not the L-Light. But some of the other things. But we can come back to that. So, does this mean you probably can't even use the Steel Lance? Yep. Okay. This number did give her a healing item. Surely Soth has some extras. Yeah, we definitely want to forge an axe for Nolan. We probably don't need this door key. We probably... I don't think we can buy steel swords, no. Oh, and we should consider... I guess we should consider forging a knife for Soth, although... For this chapter, maybe he doesn't need anything but the Beast Killer anyway. Oh, but he doesn't have... Like, he had forged knives, not daggers. He doesn't have a ranged weapon right now, so that would be good anyway. Alright, how much is that going to cost? It's the knife. 3,000. The axe, 2,400, so 5,400 total. So, I mean, we could sell Fortune. keys are pretty useless. We could sell that. We could sell the discipline. Arguably, we could sell the light. Like, we don't... We just use Thani. Art is also not the most useful once we've forged. The chess keys definitely can be useful, although they're way more useful in like an efficiency or LTC context where you're specifically planning to go get chests with somebody who isn't, you know, South or Heather or whatever. They do sell for kind of a lot. Maybe we should just sell them. I'm trying to think of where I would even use them. Like, I think literally it wouldn't be until, what is it? What, it's like 4... What's the, like when Oliver's mansion, is that for 3? No, it's 4-4. 4-4. Yeah, I think that's would be like the most likely case for it. Is like there's the treasure rooms at the top. That party doesn't have Soth. It doesn't have Volk. It could have Heather, but you probably wouldn't want to deploy her anyway. Like maybe. Oh, I guess 1E. You could like, but that's again, that's more of an efficiency thing. You don't really care about that if you're not moving fast. Just let Soap do it. I don't remember how much fortune is worth, but I think it is generally... Like, I think it is generally worth selling. Just because you don't care about having it on Meg, and it's so... It takes so much capacity. Yeah, that by itself already pays for everything. So that's probably just the easiest thing to do. Well, maybe not everything, but it pays for the forges. Alright, I am not feeling creative enough. Oh, I guess we don't need to like totally... I mean, 105 hit. Well... How much does it cost? 360. That's probably worth it. Anyway, I'm not feeling creative enough to deal with custom weapon names and colors and stuff. I'm just gonna... do it. There is something also to be said for being able to just see what the heck the thing is. Without having to be like, wait, which one is this? You don't need that. Well, I guess actually in this chapter, this coming chapter, chess key could be relevant for, again, really for an efficiency context, though. Okay, so the other thing that we could do... We have to sell more stuff. Oh, Meg has a steel sword. You get slowed down by 1, and you already have garbage AS. You have 10 strength, Edward has 10 strength. Yeah, normally... Well, maybe not normally, but, like... It can definitely be the case... Here, you can also do this. It can definitely be the case that, Meg is... Like... Has, like, a niche that she can fill that Edward can't. Like, I mean, she's never... Well, I shouldn't say never, never, but, like... Under normal circumstances, she's never good. But sometimes, you know, she can hit a little harder than Edward. And sometimes that's relevant. In this case, she can't. So the only relevant niche for her, potentially, is being bulkier. Well, she does have more defense, she has less HP, and she's a lot more likely to get doubled. So that niche is going to be debatable as well. So, yeah, I'm not anticipating much where that's concerned. Oh, right. We could get the mend, or we could stick with heal, which goes twice as far and is cheaper. It doesn't give as much XP, though. Granted, we don't care very much. It's nice to promote Laura just so she gets extra movement, but it's not... As far as that goes, it's definitely not the most important thing. One advantage to having, like, taking the time to have Soth steal all that crap is that we can sell it, so we have a little bit more money to play with, potentially, than we would normally. So I think... Well, you are also going to get slowed down by the steel sword, but at least you have good enough speed that doesn't matter too much. Anyway, I was thinking... my thoughts keep going in multiple directions. One thought I was having is that that makes the mend more affordable. Another thought that I was having is that with the steel sword, there's less of a reason to, like, forge Edward's sword, which they probably would be a waste of money anyway. Although we are probably ultimately going to want to have a forge for Zahark anyway, but ideally that would be a steel forge, not an iron forge, so... I think... with all of that accounted for... Well, there is also the Javelin and the hand axe. The Javelin... we probably just don't care about, actually. Like, who would use it? Tornado, I guess. The hand axe, though... Jill can use hand axes. Obviously, Nolan can use hand axes. Tornado can use hand axes. We don't quite have enough for the men plus the hand axe, but obviously we could sell something. Just sell a vulnerary. I mean, we do actually somehow... Oh, there is one in the convoy. Excuse me. I was gonna say, somehow we've stolen a whole bunch of vulneraries, and yet we barely have any, like, spare while trying to have one on each person. We don't even have one on Laura. I mean, there's no reason to give her one, really, but... why don't you... Oh, right. I forgot about how... In I guess I got used to like the engage system where you can see everybody else's items in like the general item pool. So, there we go. Let's do that. I think I'm just gonna sell a Vulnerary. Buy the hand axe. We can give it to Nolan. He doesn't need it right now. So send it to storage. Mend. That to Laura. We could also get her another heal staff. I mean, I really hope I don't need all of that. Alright. Discipline. Do we want to give this to anybody in particular? Micaiah doesn't really benefit from increasing her light magic rank very much outside of... I guess she can't use Purge yet, but she only needs to get to C. Soth is going to cap out before that could possibly matter. Laura... I don't really think that matters. Leonardo is just going to end up using the Lunatic later in the game, so that doesn't matter very much. Nolan's already capped. Edward, kind of similar thing with the Khalid Bolg. Ilyana... Do you even get high-level Thunder Tomes? I don't know. Iran, in theory, we could get him to use Steel Lances. I don't think that's very important, but... Meg, it definitely doesn't matter. Yeah, this is the thing about discipline. I mean, we might as well give it to somebody if we're not going to sell it, but... If only you could give it to Volug. Ah, that'd be so good. I guess... I think it's between... Micaiah and Iran. I kind of honestly struggle to... let me go ahead and give him Steel Lance. And see... Weighs 13, so it would weigh him down by 3. I struggle to envision the scenario where I actually care about his ability to use that. So... I think I'm actually going to give it to Micaiah. And that's... Oh, Shade. Right. I don't think taking that off of Ilyana makes sense. It's not, like, amazing for her, but I don't think taking Wrath off makes sense. Yeah, I think we can leave that alone. And then... Yeah, basically the question is whether we should do Nolan Edward or Nolan Leonardo, knowing that I think Nolan Leonardo is a little bit more stat useful, but I think Nolan Edward, it's going to be easier to like actually use them together. Although I say that, but like despite Edward having gotten good level ups and then like surprising me with that one good combat at the beginning of the last chapter. In the end, he wasn't actually doing that well. I think I'm just gonna look up real quick what the bonuses actually are. I know it's somewhere. Alright, so light is defense and accuracy, whereas water is attack and defense. So it is indeed the case that the water one is more useful. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with Leonardo. Which leaves Edward the option to support Laura? What did that do? Wind is accuracy and avoid. That doesn't... I don't know. That doesn't seem very useful. Not because the bonuses aren't useful, but trying to keep Laura near Edward does not seem like a thing that I want to be bothering to do. Edward Ileana would be doubling down on defense and accuracy, which isn't very impressive, but is probably still more useful. Edward Ron would be defense, accuracy, avoid. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, I think that's all that we need to do for now, and then we can set up next time. And then set up for the chapter. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and see you next time for 1-4.